Hey folks, out here in the field today checking cows and seeing how they're doing and how they're getting along. That's a very important part of farming. For anybody who doesn't farm, I want y'all to kind of think of checking cows, checking calves, checking equipment would be kind of like checking your 401k. So you would want to do that every day out here, because things can cost you a lot of money really quick. So of a morning you're going to wake up and you want to check them, kind of like you got an email from your 401k company telling you that somebody just hacked in and they may or may not have got your information. Guarantee you it'll take you about 15 seconds to start trying to check to see if your 401k got drained or your bank account or anything like that, because there's money in these just like they are anything else. Got a bunch of calves over here. They're lined up, they're waiting on the chow line. I'm separated by that little electric fence right there. Electric fence cross fencing works really well. I don't recommend it necessarily for an exterior fence, even though I've got some, just because I've not got to I had a chance to get all the fence built that I needed to get built there. So got some old cows in this herd, and lots of people, they take their old cows to the market and sell them. Well, let me tell y'all my stance on that. There's not a problem with that. Farming is about making money. The problem I've got is that I just don't have the heart to do that. We've got wind, and I'm sorry, and this tripod may blow around. We got little Bully here. He's coming up to meet me because he's been in some of the other videos, and he is just my little buddy. So I'm gonna try to get this set up if he'll quit moving. Bully, I need you to stop, buddy. I'll go over and show you how big of a pet this guy is. Easy, bud. Super big pet. Well, he's wanting to go talk to these ladies and these former bulls, now known as steers, that's across the fence. He's just saying, hey, I'm the man. And he can say that to them, because the real man in the pasture is right there in the center of the screen. He's the big bull. Got anything you want to say to him, Bully? He's like, hey, wait till y'all get to the big field. Y'all will understand then. Gotta get this fence row cleaned out. There's my little Brahma Park. What you doing, girl? What you doing? What you doing? And there's a little park I got. They both got a little speckle in them I don't know if that's enough to call them a speckled park or not. They're a little skittish still. Talked about that on other videos. Electric fence is super cheap. You can space your posts farther apart. It does good. You know, I've got the heavy 12 gauge wire here that I use, and it seems to really carry a pop whenever it shocks. The voltage on it ain't more, but I noticed with lighter wire, it seemed like they didn't care to touch it. Like this 14 gauge that is right there. Get a little closer. Orientate myself to the map. But the 12 gauge, they definitely don't want to touch. I've got some briars growing up I've got to get cleaned out. I'm building a whole new fence here. It's going to go back with page wire, several rows of barbed wire. What's up, big guy? What's up, big guy? Got anything you want to say? Huh? You got anything you want to say? You got anything you want to say? Anything at all? He says, oh, scratching my head feels so good. Scratching my head feels so good. All right. Calves are all looking good. Got to go feed them some pellet feed in just a minute. Just come out here to kind of check on the cows, see how everything was, see how everybody is doing, see how everybody is feeling. Looks like everybody's doing pretty good. We doing 116. Call her 116 obviously because of the ear tag. You get to where you know the cows before you ever walk up to them. They're like people. They all have unique traits about them. You can tell by the way one's standing, the way one's walking. It gets a little more difficult if you go in a field and you got 50 solid black ones. That changes things a little. But generally, they've got little oddities about them. Pretty sky today, beautiful. They've got little oddities about them. Kinda, there goes some ducks. I don't know if y'all can see them. Very pretty. To the way that their hair is shaped on top of their head, the way it flows. Some of them's got basically a cowlick, some of them don't. Some of them looks like that comes down, got a crew cut. Kinda odd and strange, and they've all been rubbing hard in that dirt. What you doing, dirty head, dirty neck? You're usually so pretty. What have you done? What did you do to your hair? She said, get away from me, weirdo. Okay. We'll ease out through the field here. There's Mr. Mean Man. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing, boy? Huh? Huh? What you doing? What you doing? What? You ain't got nothing to say. Big old chunk of muscle right there. Everything looks like it's doing good. Appears to be doing really well. We'll have to set some hay out. They're nibbling on that little bit, that last bit of grass that's growing. And what you doing, boy? What you doing? What you doing, old man? What you doing, old man? What you doing, buddy? Huh? Huh? What you doing? You my buddy. Yeah, you are. Known you longer than I know most of the people in my life. That's Spot. Tell y'all a real quick story on Spot. He is he's around 35 years old. I'm 40 and a half, fixing to be 41. And Spot, I got him whenever I was 15 years old. I had just turned 15 years old whenever I got him. He's an awesome little horse, little pony slash horse. He was between, we had a guy age him whenever I bought him. We traded for him. I was just a kid. We used to fool with horses. We had a lot of different horses in times past. And the guy aged him, said due to his hocks, which I never did understand what all that was, and don't care to now, to be honest, but I've got too much rolling around in my head as it is. But he was between 7 and 11 years old 25 years ago. So I figure him to be around 35. He's a really good little fella. He's got a ton of personality. He's not a big fan of dogs. And that's part of the reason I run him with these cows. I don't have any other horses of any kind, no donkeys, no anything. And this dude here, he don't think he's a cow, but he knows that he is king of the ring out here. He lays his ears back and everything moves for him. He's never bit, kicked, anything like that, anything that I'm aware of. But he's got the bluff on everything. So they all make sure they mind him and leave him alone. Now, I pet him a lot whenever I'm out in the field. Try to get away from this sun, that west side of the face. I'll try to set this tripod up. He is like dog gentle. I'm sorry for this shaky camera, but he truly is like dog gentle. For me anyway. I can't speak of how he would act for anybody else. I'll try to keep him on camera here. Not fool with him in years this way. Camera blew over and I didn't even know it. And I do apologize. I picked his front feet up and his back feet up. He is, like I say, massively dog gentle to me, and had him a long time. Just wanted to kind of share my evening with y'all. Evening in a cow pasture.